Mackenzie Cup means so much to this football club, and you're able to get quite a comprehensive win in the end. How did you see today's game?
Yeah, look, a really tough game. Obviously the Suns have been in pretty good form, and we'd had a week off with the state game the week before. A few new players back into our team, so yeah, we're a little bit apprehensive of how we're going to go, but I thought we controlled the game for most of the time, you know, in the clinches. Probably not on the scoreboard, took a while to kick away, but yeah, really proud of their effort to be able to keep going back. You know, a few guys crooked during the week, 4 guys coming back from the state team, and to be able to win the Mackenzie Cup was outstanding.
What is the impact that Doc left on this club, and what does he mean to the club?
He's enormous, what he means to the club. You know, we're in the VFL because of Doc. You know, he's always had visions of trying to play in the best competition that Southport can, and he drove us to be able to get into the VFL 5 odd years ago. And you know, we're playing against some great teams, you know, in Melbourne, in Sydney, up here, because of what Doc's been able to do over a long journey. So he means a hell of a lot, and I'm really proud of the boys to be able to play for him today.
You talked about how there were some new players in the fold today. Keegan Gray coming back from injury. How did you see his performance? Yeah,
really good, Keeks. He had a big back operation in December and took a while to get going, but had a couple of games with Palm Beach, and really keen to have him in experience. He played in the last 2 VFL grand finals, one for us and one for Werribee. So yeah, he was great to be able to go down back for us and ran out the game really strongly. And little Charlie Rowe came in. Someone got injured Thursday night, Darrington, and he was able to come in and replace him, and had a really important last quarter playing on Braden Fiorini, who was a pretty good player for the Suns.
I know I ask you this a lot, but Jacob Dawson, 34 touches again. His impact on the game? Yeah,
enormous again. He's had an amazing 4 weeks. Ability to win the ball inside, lead us. You know, when we were challenged a few times by the Suns, he was able to stand up and get the ball going our way. Just an amazing leader, and his last 4 weeks for us have been super.
And then we have to talk about Zach for 50 games. Not just this week, but how do you see his influence on the group?
Look, he just brings great passion and energy. He loved playing in front of the big crowd that come to watch us today. 50 games, he's part of our leadership group, hits the scoreboard, an amazing runner, and brings great energy when we're training during the week or game day, and hopefully he got his just desserts, and he'll remember his 50th game pretty fondly.
Yeah, at either end of the ground, Jackson Edwards, 3 goals, and then down the other end, Zach Malloy and Nick Williams really held up strong in defence.
Yeah, I thought our defenders were awesome today. You know, Zach Malloy was unbelievable in some of his contests, and Nick Williams was able to intercept the ball and stop a lot of the Suns' attacks or shots on goals. They were fantastic, and yeah, Jacko plays an important role on the wing for us, goes forward, and so far this year he's been able to hit the scoreboard multiple times, either as a wing or as a forward, and he was terrific again today also.
Now moving on, we've got next week off, and then the following week we've got Williamstown on the road. What are your thoughts out of that game?
A big game for us. We've played pretty poorly down there the last 2 times we've gone down on the road. One game was pretty poor conditions and one was a really nice day, but we haven't gone down there and played our best, so that'll be our focus when we get the boys back after enjoying a few chocolate Easter eggs on Sunday and Monday, and we get back to training Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy Easter, and thanks for your time.
No problems.